Oh, Googe. Immediate Googe. Okay.
Oh God,
Cthulhu. Yeah, nerf him. He's a bit overpowered, mate. Okay. So what's he then?
if you guys hadn't been here to help.
Mm.
Isn't he gonna go poof? These guys don't.
Oh.
So how come Faith was a no-show?
No faith, okay.
Couldn't reach her. Again.
Hmm.
She hasn't been hanging out much.
I detect worry.
Yeah, a little bit, actually.
A little bit.
We should try to do more socializing with her.
Yes, you should.
I cannot stress enough how much I don't have plans.
No luck reaching Cordelia.
I've left a few messages.
Yeah, this is weird. The gang's small again.
We kissed. It was a mistake. But I know that was positively the last time we were ever gonna kiss.
Darn tootin'.
And rescuing us without even knocking? I mean,
No.
this is really all their fault.
Okay.
Your logic does not resemble our Earth logic.
Mine is much more advanced.
What's the fish guy, though? Sorry, we moved on so quick. I need to know. I don't need to know. I want to know. It's very different, it's true, but no less important.
Actually, I was more thinking Oz will be there and I can beg for forgiveness.
It's weird how it's been presented, because it seems like the show... I'm just getting the sense that Willow's been let off a little easier. Like, all of the language last episode was like, oh, if you beg for forgiveness, you got to grovel, all this stuff. He'll take you back. Whereas, like, Xander, it seems much more severe for him. Just in the way that the show presented it, because in my opinion, obviously, like, it's the same.
Hey, it's Xander. You get this, call me.
Oh, God.
Hi.
This looks witchy.
Well, I'm in if you feel like talking.
Oh, bless her. Yeah, it was a big deal for her to be part of the gang and everything she went through.
I'm here.
In that mug, Cordelia. Is that coffee? Probably is. She talks about lattes a lot. The wish. Are we gonna get Cordelia wishing for something?
Has Xander seen Cordelia?
Amy said she looked pretty scary.
Oh. A reinvention. Hello. Coming in all guns blazing. Fair play to you, man.
To meet Anya. She just moved here.
Hello?
40 when I heard about... Well, I mean, I couldn't believe it.
How do people know?
You know, the injury thing.
Oh.
Xander Harris.
Xander who?
Oh, she wished to forget him.
Start dating. Get back on the horse.
I have just the stallion.
Oh. Hi. Huge glug, eh?
I'm pretty sure he won't cheat on you. At least not for a while.
How do people know? Who told? That's mean. This is the thing. I think in these guys, you know, it was nice when she kind of became more friendly with the gang because I think it was better for her. You know, it was a friendship group that I think was better for her than these guys, right? I think she went through a lot of growing up, actually, to make that change. To, you know, go over. It was friendship rooted in actual friendship, you know, caring for one another, actually being there, being nice, supporting, right? A huge character strides from her when all of that was going on. And I think she was so into him, I kept, you know, saying before. I think this is the problem. Xander didn't see her in the light that the new light that she was kind of in the gang. He always saw her still as that Cordy from pre-Scooby. You know what I mean? That line when he saw that he was in her locker and I'm in your locker? What? You know? And I remarked on it and said, yeah, you've been dating for a while, dude. That's normal. She's into you, right? And she was obviously really into him. I know with Xander, there's a lot to unpack. I think a lot of insecurity, a lot of kind of entangled feeling for the girls in the show. Mainly, you know, Buffy. There's a lot tied up there. And this idea of like, Cordelia was, you know, the popular girl, the one that everyone wanted to be with. But she wasn't necessarily the one that he wanted. He wanted Buffy. And so to a certain extent, it was almost probably in his mind this idea of second best. Sorry, I did that too early. Second best. Like, that's the way he maybe saw Cordelia a little bit. And like I say, didn't let himself get invested because he still saw her as the Cordelia from before, who was very fickle, very much superficial. Whereas like I think we've seen that she is deeper than that. She you know, and the changeover was a big deal from her, and it was serious for her. And Xander, I don't think quite appreciated that, which didn't allow him to get as invested and fall for her perhaps as much as he could have. Or was ready to. And I mean, you know, you can put a lot of this down to, you know, being a kid and he's not really found that self-identity, right? Because I think you need strength in your self-identity to really recognize if you've got a good thing or not and to assess the situation well. And so I think there was an element in his mind of this very fleeting thing. It was very fleeting. She was a social token as opposed to an actual partner. And it probably in the end made him discard her quite quickly as well, right? Like she was second choice to Buffy. And then the Willow thing was coming along and I got off track, but point being, in amongst all that is Cordelia's growth that I think has gone very underappreciated, especially by Xander. And that growth that she went through to become one of the Scoobies. Also to date Xander, she started to actually listen to how she felt, right? And forgot everything else around. Didn't listen to her friends being like, Xander Harris. She was, do you know what I mean? It's that strength of self. Listening to what she wanted, how she felt, and going after that and going for that. And that's what that was. Huge maturity from her. And now with everything that's happened, she's adrift. She has nothing. And that's a very isolating, very lonely place. I really feel for her. And Oz, you know, again, I'm not trying to like compare really, because I mean, her and Oz have gone through the same thing. But Oz is a little bit older. And I think he has come across a little bit more mature in the show as well. He is also, I think, by nature, a little bit more independent. You know what I mean? He's not super buoyed by social life in the same way that Cordelia is. So I think he's better prepared to deal with the aftermath of all this, whereas she's not so much. Sorry, just ruminating a little bit, I suppose, on why I feel so much for her, for Cordelia. And also, you know, she got stabbed. Jeez. You could make a friend. Hello, mate. How are you?
Wow, look at us.
Hey.
Oz, wait, please. When I think that I hurt you,
Yeah, you said all this stuff already.
I want to try.
Just,
Give him some space.
you can leave me alone.
Yeah.
I need to figure things out.
Yeah.
Maybe if we talk about it, we could...
You need to let it go, mate.
I'm sorry this is hard for you. But I told you what I need. So I can't help feeling like the reason you want to talk is so you can feel better about yourself.
Damn, bang on, mate. Well done.
That's not my problem.
Maturity. Yeah, you need to just look after yourself at this point, mate. She was the one who did the thing. This is what I mean. He's still hurting, right? He's still going through it, but he's in a better place to deal with it.
Do I have something caught in my teeth? So. God, it's been like a gazillion years.
If anyone saw me hanging with Xander Harris's cast off on top of that.
What? My God.
If you want to go someplace private.
Wow. So flattering.
Think about it.
Oh, man. Oh, bless you, mate. He's an idiot. Let him go.
Go ahead.
New girl. Go on.
Is that Gucci? No.
Oh.
It's an actual old thing, sort of,
Oh, God.
good luck charm my dad gave me.
How old?
Apart from being without class, the guy's obviously blind. Deserves whatever he gets.
Hello? Are you into Hey.
I just feel a little weird about this us against Cordelia thing.
Yeah.
She's had a rough time.
Yes. And she's a friend. She's part of the gang.
You want to do Guiltapalooza? Fine. But I'm done with that.
Of course you are.
Behold the beauty that is now.
Sure.
Who's with me?
What's that going to result in for you, mate?
We're young and free in America. How dare we be spun by love or the lack of same? That didn't work. Who wants chocolate?
Look at her. Tears of a clown, baby.
What, do you want her to be upset? Do you just want her to be boiling in the corner on her own?
Under your hand.
Oops. Sorry. But why oops? I mean, we always touch digits. It's a friend thing.
Uh-huh. Maybe it's not anymore.
Maybe it used to be.
Yep.
Since it's different.
Do you know what, by the way? It is kind of bold of the show to kind of make Xander and Willow do what they have done at this point, because it puts these, you know, the second and the third lead basically in a position where the audience, I think, doesn't like them that much. I don't like them that much at this point. Do you know what I mean? And that's not like a general comment of like, I don't like them. It's just right now in the show contextually, I'm like, because of what they did. right? I don't dislike them as people. I'm just that, you get what I'm saying. A bold way to go. And I think it's a testament to what the show has done with Cordelia and Oz. Side characters, you know, less so in the show than Willow and Xander might be. How much you care for them. Nice. Yes, Buffy, you're outside of this. Go help her. Also, again, where is Faith? We mentioned her very briefly. She's not doing probably okay.
Did Xander send you to beg for him?
Relax.
No, I'm a free agent, I promise.
Nice.
I just wanted to see how you are.
Yes, because we're friends too.
Cordelia, I know what it's like to be hurt by someone. Hurt so much that you don't think you're gonna make it.
Cordelia, don't lash out.
I told my friends how I felt, and you know what? They got a little better.
Whoa, oh, come on, man. Have some class. Oh, mate. Oh, come on. Bless her. Has she not gone through enough? Get wrecked. Is she okay? Oh, come on. This isn't on Buffy. Oh, shit. No, come on. I hate her.
What my problem is?
Go on.
It's Buffy Summers. That's when all my trouble.
What?
When she moved here.
Loved the look last night, Cor. Dumpster chic for the dumped.
You need a slap, mate. I don't condone violence. Only for her.
Here.
Oh, God.
Need this more than I do right now.
Yeah, I could use some luck.
I don't trust this girl.
If that Buffy wasn't, I swear.
She's a pain.
If you wish for anything now, do you get it? Is that what it is?
But you wish.
I never would have looked twice at...
Yeah, you keep saying that, don't you?
I never would have looked twice at Xander if Buffy hadn't made him marginally cooler by hanging with him.
Oh, really? So you consider Buffy cool?
I wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Uh-oh. Oh, my God. Done. No. No, hang on. Mate, if you're a genie, you gotta tell us the rules. That's not how this works. Oh, God. What if she'd never cut a mess? Yeah, no, fair enough. Mate, wish it back. Buffy. Wish her back.
Wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Yep.
She was like a good fairy.
Did you saw her
A scary, veiny,
Mm-hmm.
good fairy.
You were so close. Really? Okay. You look around, mate. Is this better? Don't answer that.
Where have you been?
Oh, it's going to be better for her, though.
Went for third with Ginger in front of...
And she's going to go through a whole thing of this is better for me personally, but it's not better for everyone else. And she's going to wish it back or something. She's going to get it back. And it's going to be a great episode for Cordelia. It's going to make some even more progress. Honestly, she is a great character. Honestly, really warm into Cordelia. Sorry, it's not happened yet. I'm just assuming that's where it's going.
Love the dress. It's so daring.
Cordelia.
You know, it's blue, mate.
Every guy on campus is probably asked, but if you're not going to the winter brunch with anyone, I'd be honored and we'd have fun.
Are you sure, mate? You look quite scared.
I'll get back to you.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
That's a good thing. Wow, hey.
All right.
Wow. Oh, it's empty, huh?
We have our memorial, so there's no class.
Monthly memorial.
Are we going out tonight?
Really, it's this dangerous. Of course it is.
Curfew? Come on, I'm in a real...
Yikes.
Let's go to the Bronze.
Is that a joke?
Oh, God.
What's with you? I mean, you wear this come bite me outfit.
I bumped my head yesterday and I keep forgetting stuff.
Nice.
But Xander Harris, he's miserable, right? And
He's dead, I think, mate. I feel like they're all dead.
Well, yeah. They're dead.
God. Yeah. Can we wish out at certain people and just see what happens? You know what I mean? I want to see him without Giles. God, no, I don't. Oh, my God. I get myself a scare just by saying it.
Go on now, miss. You better get in before the sun sets.
Wow. Oh, my God. This is without the Slayer. It's so interesting how obviously it's focused on Cordelia, but it is, you know, wider existentially, showing us how important Buffy is, how important the Slayer is. Again, where's Faith? We need to check in on Faith, mate. We really, really do. And I have seen it in comments, by the way, and I know I remarked on it when she first came in. You know, the whole dinner table thing, and she was, you know, grabbing food, and I was like, what's that about? It feels like she's not being fed. And then we saw where she's living, and yeah, people have been mentioning it more and more in comments of Faith's, and we saw in Revelation her living conditions and how she's not getting any care. And I think Giles, who is this watcher, and he is her watcher too. I mean, he's not actually doing his job and taking care of her, because she shouldn't be there. If anything, she should be living with Giles or someone, you know, give her a little bit of care and comfort and food and warmth, and do you know what I mean? And as much as earlier in the episode we had the gang talking about we should hang out with her more and, you know, do that, it shouldn't be up to these kids. It should be up to the adults in the show, you know, whether it's Giles, whether it's Joyce, whether it's someone. Why isn't she at school? It's a good question. I do hope that we kind of get that answered, or we go somewhere with that and she finds a little bit of comfort, right? Sorry, because that question of the Slayer. And Faith is the Slayer too.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, he's a vampire.
Delia Chase.
Okay.
Listen to me. We have to find Buffy. She'll figure out a way to save us. As much as it kills me to admit it, things were better when she was around.
Nice.
The Slayer?
Bored now.
Brilliant. Hello, okay. Jeez.
This is the part that's less fun, when there isn't any screaming.
Can we stay in this reality? I do like this.
Play now?
It's not that I don't appreciate your appetite, Will, but I thought we agreed it was my turn.
No.
Spike and Drusilla vibes.
You guys are still together?
Yeah, that's a bit...
I cannot win!
Probably not.
Oh, God.
But I'll give you a head start.
I love this part.
Could you imagine if in the actual show, and we don't have like an alternate reality, it just built up to like having Xander and Willow as the vampire couple that are the main villains in like the last few seasons or something, or the last season or such? Oh, mate. It'd be kind of brilliant. I kind of want to see it. It probably would be terrible. People would probably hate it, but I'm sorry. I like devastation.
You have all the parts.
Oh, hello. This is going to be Giles. Where's Giles? And this dude. Yes! Oz!
I've got them. Get the girl.
Oh, that guy. Who's that? Who's the girl? That's a very big cross, Giles. Very big piece of wood. Never mind.
Vampires are attracted to bright colors.
Watch the perimeters, guys they follow.
Yeah, did we not get a new Slayer then? Oh, there's a lot of vamps, eh? God damn. Is that Faith? This is all worth it just to see these two like this. Oh God. Hello?
Ah.
Oh, I guess she just...
Willow.
died in season 1.
I've lost my appetite for this one. She keeps looking at me. I'm trying to eat and she looks at me.
What a return. Mate, that leather looks better than ever.
You didn't kill her.
Well, they had crosses.
The plant begins operation in less than 24 hours.
The plant? Something tells me they're not going vegan.
Hey.
Giles, it's all my fault. I made this stupid wish.
Come
on.
You have to get Buffy. Buffy changes it. It wasn't like this. It was better. I mean, the clothes alone.
He might actually believe you.
Why are you here and she's not? You were her watcher.
How do you know I was a watcher? I've never...
Oh, really? Really?
What?
I thought I heard something.
Yeah, listen to that, mate. Get out the crossbow.
I want you to start again and explain everything very carefully.
Yes. Come on. What?
Big cage.
Okay.
So you're a watcher, huh?
They just didn't know. All right. That sucks. Okay. Oh, damn. Oh, God. What an image. Yeah, show me all of it. Sorry. I feel like I shouldn't be here now. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit intimate. Really? Damn. Oh, mate. Now what? Yeah, where are the guys? Who was looking? Who was watching? Like, who was on watch? Guys.
They hit us right outside.
Oh.
She's dead.
Okay. Bless her.
Could you take her to the incinerator?
Really? Damn. What an interesting little plot twist, because I mean the idea is that she's the only one that knows and can change it back, and now she's gone, is she? I mean hello? Hello? Yes. Maybe Giles is going to take over. We're going to switch it and he's got to work it out. How interesting. What a bold move. And she gave him the name Buffy, too. Sorry, a bold move in the writing to do that. And now suddenly, actually, this might... So, I mean, it's not going to be, but it thrusts that idea into the audience of, God, that we might not get out of this. You know, that feeling of like, how are we going to solve it? How are we going to get... That is the injection of hopelessness in the audience. I love that. The hero's journey in Giles, perhaps, of there's going to be struggle here. He's got to work it out.
Can I play with the puppy?
Be my guest.
Yes, I understand, but it's imperative that I see her.
Go on. Who? Buffy?
Well, you are her watcher. I'd expect you to at least check in. I'm aware that there's a great deal of demonic activity in Cleveland.
Right.
It happens, you know, that's...
Right, she never came... Sorry, the exact wish was that she didn't come to Sunnydale, so Buffy's still around. She just never came here, so there is a Slayer. She's just not in Sunnydale. Got you.
That Sunnydale is on a hellmouth.
Uh-huh.
It is so.
They don't believe you. What?
Just give her the message, if you ever see her again.
If you ever see her, she's just off on her own, okay? It's wild that in this system there's only ever one Slayer, because obviously there's stuff going on everywhere. Who dat?
Master said I could play.
Angel!
Yes.
Huh.
Today the plant opens.
Again.
It's a big party.
Well.
You remember I told you about the plant?
You didn't, mate. Let me know.
That's right, puppy.
Well, power dynamic.
Make you bark.
Changed, eh? Ow.
Maybe I went too hard on you last time.
Well. Ow.
I just want to watch you go.
Well. Do you know what, though? Those two are doing awesome as vampires.
It's what, it's the symbol of Anyanka. I don't think I know her. Sort of a patron saint of scorned women.
Oh, right, okay.
She grants wishes.
Okay, plural.
She said something about everything being different. The world wasn't supposed to be like this.
Mm.
The entire world sucks because some dead ditz made a wish?
Yeah, bit rude, but yeah.
The Slayer was supposed to be here. There was,
Certainly would have helped.
Yeah.
I have some more volumes at home.
Watch your back.
Watch your front, mate, as well. I'm just kidding, that's my job. Didn't mean to say that so sinisterly. Okay, alright. Whoa. Buffy. Buffy. Come on. Yeah. Damn right.
Summers?
What an entrance.
Want to tell me what I'm doing here?
Oh. You should keep that scar. I know it's not a choice. Hell yeah. This is a really cool episode.
In order to defeat Anyanka, one must destroy her power center.
Right.
Reverse all the wishes she's granted.
All of them.
The watcher muscles haven't completely atrophied after all.
Great. What's your power center?
It's funny already, Buffy seems colder, less full of life than she is in our reality. It goes to show, I think, the difference that it makes having a watcher like Giles and a friendship group that she had here.
Why not just put a stake through her heart?
She's not a vampire.
Well, you'd be surprised how many things that'll kill. You're taking an awful lot on faith here, Jeeves. Kill the bad fairy, destroy the bad fairy's power center, whatever. And all the troubles go away.
Oh, you are very bitter, aren't you?
The world is what it is. We fight, we die.
Right.
Wishing doesn't change that.
I have to believe in a better world.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and that lies with Giles, doesn't it? And it's Giles who makes Buffy, like, keeps that, maintains that in Buffy, I think. Because as we see, without Giles, she becomes this.
Cordelia said she knew that I was meant to be your watcher.
Well, can we not, actually? I tell you what, Hawk to her before her time, do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm sorry, yeah.
She said she knew you.
She's probably just a big fan.
Actually, mate, she's called Gladys.
Master.
lives on the outskirts of town in an old club.
You know where he lives, and no one's ever tried to take him out?
No Slayer, mate.
Point the way.
Brilliant.
I don't play well with others.
Right. Yeah, once more, re-establishing how important Friendship Group and Giles are to her journey as the Slayer. Hello, hello.
Buffy.
Really? Oh, of course he was spying on her, right? When she was in... what's it?
How did you know my name?
I waited here for you.
Oh, because she was supposed to come and she never did.
I was supposed to help you. My destiny.
Is this a get in my pants thing?
I can take you there.
Yeah, it's a question, isn't it? Is she better like this? She's cold, unfeeling, she's just doing her job. She's clearly not happy, but is that...
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You don't believe I want to help you?
He's in chains, Buffy. I mean, look, you know, I would argue that she's not better off. Cold, bitter, no joy.
I say to them,
oh damn.
humans with their plebeian minds have brought us a truly demonic concept. Mass production!
Demonic concept indeed, eh? I mean, agreed. Mass production's horrible. It leeches anything of any value. Well, not any value, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, God.
Do you have any idea what I do to a man who uses that spell to summon me?
Do you know, I don't know what I expected, but it just wasn't that voice. I should have.
She's still alive here, see? For the freshness.
So interesting, we're getting a glimpse into the future of the Master one too. Oh God. Hey, isn't this a comment on mass production? Horrible. It's funny that I mentioned veganism, you know? Oh God. Oh God. Because sorry, but mass production and what arises through horrific farming practices, pumping living creatures with chemicals to make sure that we reap the most from them. They're not living creatures, they're objects to sell products, right? And look how monstrous it is, and I think a lot of people only really understand how egregious, how inhuman, how horrible it is when a human's put in that, right? I'm sure there, you know, people watch this episode and it's like, I probably had the same reaction as I did. And it's like, this is what we're doing every single day. But we do have this value system in place that arrays humanity above everything else. And it's like, why are we doing that? A lot of people say that they like animals and then they eat meat. And it's like, do you? Sorry, I'm allowed one judgmental vegan thought a year, okay? Just let me have it. You know, I genuinely don't mean to upset people. I know that it probably will. I don't know, people are just quite selective, I find, about stuff. It's like they like animals, but only for their convenience. You know what I mean? We separate them into categories, don't we? I know we don't eat dogs, we domesticize them and we have them as pets. Same with cats, rabbits, you know, things like that. Cows, sheep, not the same. There's something of a devaluing in people's minds when it comes to, do you know what I mean? We insert all of these categories of value into everything. And it's interesting that this moment here, like I say, this episode here puts what we most value in our society, humanity, human life, in place of cattle. And people understand actually the egregiousness of that. I should say, by the way, I don't judge people for eating whatever they want. You know, my issue is the farming practices and what we do to them and the devaluing, like I say, in that process. Because I think mass production injected into that process makes it so much more horrible. It demands poor practices to keep up with that production.
Cordelia Chase, what did she wish for?
I had no idea her wish would be so exciting. Brave new world. I hope she likes it.
You need a cough drop, mate.
Your only power lies in the wishing.
Sorry, there's something beautiful about a beaten up Willow and Xander.
Buffy, look out!
Oh.
Buffy!
You kinda have to, don't you, really? Damn. Oh, the music and she doesn't realize how big that is. She just killed. I feel like a lot of Buffy fans just cheered. Damn. This reality, they're literally killing them. Killing the Scoobies. It's that question in your face, isn't it? Is this better? Is this a better Slayer? A better reality? Not really. Lacks a lot of the warmth, the joy. Almost romantic, them walking towards each other.
You trusting fool! How do you know the other world is any better than this?
Because it has to be.
Oh. Oh, Giles.
No!
Oof, damn. And in this world, she couldn't beat him. That's what we knew from season 1. You know, even with the Scooby, she couldn't beat him. But with the Scooby, she came back and they did. Yeah.
Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Done.
That would be cool.
Done.
And I wish that Xander Harris,
Oh, you have no power, mate.
that Willow wakes up tomorrow covered in monkey hair. Disappear off the face of the earth. That would be so cool.
Yeah. Suddenly you don't dislike. It's so funny what I was talking about at the beginning of the episode of this feeling that, you know, the audience are given in regard to Xander and Willow, and how you kind of dislike them a little bit, and how actually over the course of the episode, and you get that image, you know, the final image centering on, you know, Giles walking past Buffy, Xander, Willow, and suddenly you have like a newfound feeling of like, this is good. Yes, good. I like this. Do you know what I mean? As much as I was talking about, like I say, enjoying the vampiric versions of them, I absolutely did. But I think towards the end it was just a little sad, especially, you know, seeing Buffy take them out. It kind of really punches home that image of this cold, bitter world without what we have as the status quo, the Scoobies and the support system, this network that she has. And I mean, look, I mean, also, again, you know, touches of faith at the beginning of the episode, and is that what she's getting? That cold, grey, bitter world lacking in colour. You know, that was a big thing. The colour was leached from it because that was obviously a big draw for the vampires. Is that what Faith is getting? You know, she hasn't got the Scooby, she hasn't got Giles, she hasn't got the support. And that alternate version of Buffy, is that where Faith is destined? You know, is that some of what she's feeling now? Probably, you know, that coldness, bitterness, lack of warmth, lack of colour. What a beautiful episode, and there was a shift, wasn't there? It focuses on Cordelia, and I like it for that. I think that's a really nice kind of story, and I think you're really feeling for Cordelia. For all of the reasons that I was kind of talking about earlier in the episode of her coming out of this relationship with Xander and seeing what she saw, how it went, who she is and where she is in life makes that so difficult for her, I think, just with everything combined. And so it was really nice to actually focus on her for a second and to see that wish. It's almost a shame, actually, that she can't remember any of it. She doesn't have this newfound sense of value, but doesn't really matter, and it wouldn't have worked if she had. But, you know, the switch halfway through of she dies, what a twist. And like I say, that injection of hopelessness in the audience of like, oh God, this world could take. And it takes Giles noticing the necklace and going with that. And suddenly there are stakes to the episode. It's not just easily, you know, reversed. You know, that thing of, okay, Cordelia's going to tell Giles, Giles is going to work it out, and it's just going to be this nice little road towards fixing it. It's not. And then it becomes this kind of almost, like I said, existential question, this horrible mirror world that shows us. And then how bad Sunnydale, and all the jokes that you kind of can make of the death toll and the however many cemeteries, and how much worse it would be though, and actually how much better. You know, it gives you a newfound sense of how actually we're doing the good work and it's working in our reality. As much as sometimes it doesn't feel like it could be a lot worse. And the Slayer is genuinely important. But then beneath that and wrapped in that, there is the nuance also of the kind of Slayer that Buffy is in the group dynamic that she has in our reality of Xander, Willow, Giles, this support network. And then the nuance when you go deeper of, okay, but Faith, and she hasn't got any of that. It's just quite a nice little, I don't know, you just go like layers. There's layers to it. You go deeper as you kind of look at the episode. And I think the narrative as it was told and the journey that we went on kind of really beautifully just keeps you hooked as the audience too. And then you've got, you know, the social commentary of the mass production and that image of, that horrible image of the human in you know, on the conveyor belt being exploited for her blood, you know, this mass production. And by the way, just to supply a little bit more context, because I realize in a vacuum what I was saying was probably quite inflammatory to a lot of people. I sorry. I'm not saying that if you have a pet or, you know, or if you like animals, you don't like animals. I can appreciate that people obviously care for animals too while still eating meat. Like I also think that, right, if you have a dog and you eat meat, for example, it doesn't mean you don't care about your dog, you don't love your dog, you don't do everything you can. You absolutely do, and there's care and empathy there, and you know what I mean, you're not a bad person for it. But there is this element, I think, because you know, that's why we have so much mass production of whatever it might be is because there's demand for it. And I think if more people appreciated how horrible it was and cared more, valued all animals the same, took a stance, we'd have less pain and suffering because they'd be less produced, less mass produced, right? You see that nowadays with veganism. There's a lot more vegan options out there. There's a lot more chefs looking at alternatives and learning how to make a vegan cheesecake or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see it all the time now, you know, there's vegan restaurants popping up everywhere. And the reason for that is because, I mean, it's not quite necessarily the same as, you know, farming, mass production, whatever, but it is this idea of when there's demand, people put the effort in to make that, you know, to satisfy that demand. So there is this idea of culpability almost in more people not taking a stance against it. And I think some of that, like I say, comes down to this value system we have, where we choose to put it, how we choose to divide. Because I think if you actually ask someone, well, how do you separate a dog from a cow? How are they different in your mind? There's not an answer. There's no answer that people can come up with that actually makes any kind of sense. It's just what we've decided. And what the actual reality is that you're actually just choosing where to put your value. So sorry, I realize this is nuanced, and what I said was, like I say, quite at face value inflammatory and came across as quite judgmental to a lot of individuals. Like I say, there's more to it than that. I really don't care what other people eat. I just care about what I eat and the decisions that I've made. But I think inherent in those decisions that are made by people, there is meaning there. Anyway, that was The Wish. I hope you enjoyed. Really good episode. Really enjoyed that. I think what a fun concept for an episode 2. And like I say, tells so much. It does so much with the concept, you know. Anyway, thank you for watching. If this was your first Buffy video, please do consider subscribing down below. If you haven't already, there are some links in the description if you'd like to support me further. Early access to my videos down there if you fancy it, mate. Thank you, as always, genuinely, to my patrons, my members who do support me. Genuinely just thank you for your support. More Buffy coming soon, but please do consider watching either of these videos right here to keep the hype train rolling. But that's it from me. I'll see you soon.